Today I'm going to show you how to replace the front speaker in a 2021 Nissan Kicks. I'm going to try and talk over the wind noise and the lawnmowers down the street. We're going to need a 10mm, a 20 Torx, a small flathead screwdriver, and a pry bar. And I have to have all the bits to fit the screwdriver and so on. We're going to start in the handhold here. With our flathead screwdriver, we're going to go in and pry this little cover up. This is going to give access to the 20 Torx screw that we're going to need to remove down in this opening. Now with this screw removed, make sure we put it to the side and keep it. We're going to take our pry bar and start at the front edge of this control panel. What we're going to do is remove this part of the panel from the door, and we're going to start underneath here. It'll start prying up. We're going to go down, we're going to pull up while prying down the edge. This should release all the clips here. There we go, and this will come forward. Now this is going to give access to the white connector we have here. If you've seen any of our other videos on this vehicle for the car stereo or rear speakers, you've seen how I point out that there's a small trigger on the top of this connector that you push down, it releases the lock, and you're able to remove it. Now this connector is keyed, so it only goes back in one position. There's no problem with that. Now with this panel removed, it's now going to give access to our Phillips screwdriver screw here in the opening. We're going to remove this screw. This is one of the screws that secures the door to the panel. See our website, Car Stereo Removal, for help on other removals for this vehicle, along with any other vehicle you may have. Next, we're going to go back again with our small flathead screwdriver. We're going to pull the door handle open and go in and pry this panel that's in the back of this opening out against the door lock. It will hinge out and come out. Now on the back of this, there's a little hinge and several clips. The front needs to go in first when putting it back in, and then we can pull it out. This is going to give access to our 10mm bolt we need to remove. We'll remove this screw. Now we're going to, again, come back to our small flathead screwdriver and go to the clip that's up at the front edge of the door panel here. And we're going to, you can see there's like 4 notches that hold it in. We're going to go between the notches, in between the 2 clips, and pry the center clip up. Once you get it started, you can take your fingers to both sides. This clip will remove. Now, in order to put this clip back in, it has to be in the out position. This allows the locking mechanism to free up, and we're going to put it back into place, push the face down, and then push the center piece in to lock it in place. Now let's move that out again. Again, if you haven't seen our website, please take a look, carstereoremoval.com. Now we're going to come back to the pry bar, and we have a small panel that sits up in the corner of the dash of the panel here, and we're going to pry on the edge of this. This will probably release 2 clips, and we're going to check the panel. We got both clips removed with the panel, so we don't have to remove them from the openings. But this is going to give access to the connector that deals with the blind spot indicator, and we're going to push that trigger down and release it. Again, this connector is also keyed. It goes back into the spot in one position. Now we're going to come back to our pry bar, and we're going to start at the front of the panel. At the same time, I'm going to place my knee against the door, the metal door, not the plastic panel, pry and pull, and my knee acts as a support when pulling on the panel. So now that we got it started, we can work our way around. We're going to come up the bottom, up the left side. It doesn't sound good, but the clips are releasing. Now that we have the clips released, you pull the bottom of the door panel back away from the door. It's still connected at the top, and this is going to allow us to push it up out of the door jamb. Now this is going to give access to the cables for the door lock and the door open handle. And we're going to come back here and grasp the top cable. This top cable comes into the locking mechanism. We're going to pull it up and it unsnaps. Then we're going to bring it around so that it frees the end of the cable and it'll lift up out of an opening. Now this one has a round opening on it, and in order to put this back in, you put the end into the slot, push it around,
bring it over and snap it back into place. Now this does the same for both cables here. And the good news is that the ends on these cables are different, so you can't mix them up as to which spot they go into. We have a round and a flat. Round one will go back into the opening, twist around, lock into place. This will allow us to remove the door panel. Now we're going to check the door panel, make sure all the clips are removed. Seems like we're missing two clips off the door panel. We'll remove them from the door, place them back into the panel. Now this is going to give access to our main speaker. We have a connector again on the side, has a trigger. We're going to push that connector down and release it. Again, this is keyed, so it only goes back in one position. Now if you do an aftermarket here, you may need a riser ring because this speaker sits about an inch or so away from the door. One of the things to look at is the depth of the speaker you're putting in. Make sure it doesn't hit the window as it goes up and down. But we're going to remove these 3 10mm bolts around the edge of this speaker. We got a tough one here. Okay, come back to that one. Now we're going to pull the speaker from the dash, and there you are. Now there isn't much concern. I've already rolled the window down, so I would say in this one there is not much concern as to depth in here because the window is up along the edge of the opening here. But you can take another speaker and put it in this opening. You may have to change the size or put a baffle along the edge to give it better sound, or you can turn around and cut the frame out of this bad speaker, pull the whole guts out of it, and use this as your spacer ring and put your speaker, aftermarket speaker, in after this. There will be a wire harness modification, or you buy the aftermarket harness that mates to give you the proper polarity. If you have any questions about polarity on the speaker, see our video on speaker phasing. I hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe, see Car Stereo Removal for other help, and thank you for watching.